taking a bit quiet. Jack's asleep in the next room, so I'm trying to keep it down so that it doesn't wake up. Today I thought I would do a advice video on Centre Parcs. We've been 3 times, I think, or 4 or 3 times in the past 2 years. We absolutely love it and I could not recommend it enough. Last night I sat down and I wrote down pointers, advice what to take, what you don't need, what you do need, and things like that. So if you want to watch that, if you've got a Centre Parcs holiday coming up or you need any advice, then please keep watching. So first thing is food. I would always say take your own food. We've always took it. You do get an option when booking to be able to book like a package, so I think you can get like a family of 4, one for £50 for Monday to Friday, but we have never done that because when I did look at what is in the package, it isn't really things that we eat, and I think that if you have got younger children it probably won't be right for you, but take a look at it anyway. What we tend to do is while we're on our way, we go to the Sherwood one. So if you are going to the Sherwood one, there is a Tesco around the corner about 5 minutes away. So on the way, when the kids are asleep, Stevie will park outside and I'll run into Tesco's and do a food shop for the week, put it all in the car. You can park your car outside your lodge while you're unloading anyway, so you can unload it all in. So yeah, that's what I would advise, to take your own food. Things that you can shove in the oven quickly for the kids, fish fingers, chips, just anything like that, you know. Breads, milk. It is worth noting the fridge and the freezer is one small like one, so at the top it's only like a quarter that's the freezer and then it's the fridge. They are quite small. I think you can fit like a bag of McCain's oven chips, some frozen chicken breasts, fish fingers, chicken nuggets. That's probably all you're going to fit in the top of that freezer. The fridge is okay, but it's only 3 tiers, and again it's a small one. You do have a wine cooler, but it is worth noting that it is quite small. I would probably buy a lot of fresh meats. I do tend to take my slow cooker as well, so if you take your slow cooker you can throw in a casserole in the morning before you go out and do your activities, a chicken curry, things like that. There's a kettle there, microwave, everything that you need. The teas, coffees and sugar there. Always buy our own coffee, but there is a coffee machine there. It's like the Bosch one, so you can take your own pods. There's always pods there, but we did take our own pods and use them. Dishwasher tablets, there is some there. Again, I think you get 3 in like a little pack, and I think they do come and give you extra if you've got maid service, which if you are in an executive lodge, which basically just means maid service, and I think an ensuite in every room. So if you are in an executive lodge, then they will like keep coming and giving you the dishwasher tablets. Give you more toilet roll every day. If you ask them, they will bring it. But if you want to take your own toilet roll anyway, us as a family of 4, 3 boys, we do go through a lot of toilet rolls. And it also comes with shower gel and soap in every bathroom. But I would say take your own shampoo and conditioner anyway. Pick it up on your shop. It's always easy. Also, food wise, there is a shop there, like a little supermarket, but it is very expensive. It's alright for your things like if you need your milk and your bread if you run out, and eggs, things like that. That's what we did, fruit, but it's very expensive. So if you are going to go there, just be aware that it's expensive. Takeaways, they deliver them to your lodge, and that is amazing. We do tend to have maybe 2 of them if we're going Monday to Friday, just for us. We'll wait till the kids are in bed. You have to do it in time slots, so you're best off phoning. Maybe if you want your meal at say 9 o'clock, I would ring at 7 o'clock and they'll say we're doing a delivery between 8:30 and 9:30. So you've got to do it that way, because we once rung about 8 o'clock and they didn't have any slots available until between 10 and 11. So that's a bit gutting. But they are lovely, and you can have all different ones: Indian, Italian, Asian, or Tex-Mex like fajitas, burgers, things like that, nachos. And you don't all have to have the same thing. So when I went with my mother-in-law in December, we all got different things, and that was lovely. So it is worth noting that there is a takeaway there, so they will come and deliver to your lodge if you want to. And there's nice places to eat out, so if you're going to go out on an evening for a little date night or take the kids, and you can book the restaurants as well to make sure that you don't have to go and wait. So yeah, these places to go. Next up is activity advice. So when we first went, we fell into the trap of booking activity every day, sometimes 2 a day, and it was just too much. Mason, we're only 3. He's 5 now, and Jax was 1, so Jax couldn't really do anything anyway. I would say that when you're there, the swimming is there, and the swimming is free, and the kids if your kids are anything like mine love the swimming, and you can be in there as long as you want. It's open till I think 8 o'clock at night, so you can go and swim and it doesn't cost anything. It's all in with your holiday. If you want to book activities, I would maybe book one a day. If you know, if you want to do it every day, do it every day. But I tend to think that when we were doing the every day and 2 a day, we were trying to work, we didn't have enough time in between things. So 1 a day, we did the horse riding, which is lovely. At Christmas we did the horse ride up to Santa's village, which was amazing, and Jack's was 3 this time, so he could do it as well. We did the little explorers on the jeep. This was Jack's first time. That's brilliant as well. We did the captain, I don't know if that's called Captain Explorers, and they sit on a little boat and they go out onto the lake and have to follow the like cones. That's a really good one. Oh, us as adults, we did the segways, and that is a brilliant, really fun, really funny. In fact, I wanted to order a segway the second that I got home. They are pretty expensive though. Thought it'd be quite nice nipping down to the shop in a segway. Loved it. So segways is good. What else did we do? Elf Academy. If you're going at Christmas, obviously going to see Santa is amazing, the best thing in that little village, so definitely book that if you are going at Christmas time. The next one was Elf Academy, where you take the kids in at 9 and you don't pick them up until 1 o'clock. I was extremely nervous about this, but because we went with my mother-in-law and her partner, we wanted to do something all together just as adults. When we got to the Elf Academy, I was absolutely, no, they're not going in, they're not going in. I'd work myself up, but they did go in and they loved it. They had a fantastic time. They came home with these really good elf suits. They graduated, and Santa graduated them, so Santa came in. And then when we got home about 2 days later, they got sent a letter from Santa saying that they hope that they're doing well. He hopes that they're doing well and things like that. So it was a really lovely thing to do. So I would and they did baking. That's what they did, baking, ornament making. So I would definitely recommend that as well. But basically my point is, don't overbook your activities because it is exhausting. There's a lot of walking. A lot of them are spaced out if they're in the outdoor activity centre or if they're in the centre of the village. A lot of it is spaced out. We did also do the family photo shoot, which is an absolute rip-off. Don't do it if you are going to do it. I think one photo, it cost us, we got a download of the photo and it was £28. For the whole thing, for all the photos, I think were £1,000. You do get a photo free, so that is one thing, but my mother-in-law paid for it, so she got the free photo. I liked a different one, so we just got one. I think for 3, if you wanted to pack of 3, it was £70, which is just mad money really. So I wouldn't recommend it unless you're just going to go for the one print, and then it's free. I think it was £20. So moving on to what to take to wear, I would say pack your wellies, pack your fleeces, pack your jumpers if you're going in winter time, pack your trainers. Don't overdress because you don't need to. It's so chilled there. That is the beauty of Centre Parcs. You can just walk around with your jeans on, or even your jogger bottoms, or your oversized jumpers and your leggings and some wellies. You don't look out of place. It is the most chilled out place and it's lovely, really nice. Unless obviously you're going out in the evening or whatever and you want to take something, of course. But if you're going in the winter, take your hats and gloves and earmuffs, especially for the kids, because it's cold. It was really cold and you're outside a lot. Remember we went in May and it was just getting warm, and one day I put on like a long shirt dress with some flip-flops. And I felt like such a numpty with everyone just biking past me in the shorts and the t-shirt. So I would say just be casual, be you. It's the best thing, and you're comfortable. So now, advice on bikes. I wish that I'd have got this advice because when we first booked, we didn't book any bikes. We had Jack's that was 1 still in a pushchair, Mason that was 3, not overly keen on walking. When we got to our lodge, we were the furthest like area away from the centre. We didn't get any bikes because we didn't really think about it, with it being our first time. But as the days went on, I saw people biking by and I said, next time we come, we're going to get some bikes. The second time that we came, we didn't bother with the bikes again because we got a bit of a nicer lodge this time. It had a hot tub and things, so we were in the lodge a lot more. And we wasn't as far away, but far away enough to be able to have a bike. But again, we're not really looked into it. We're a bit of a last minute booking, so we just went. This time, with it being December and there's been 4 of us plus the 2 boys, I said we're going to get bikes. Left it and left it and left it. The day before we were going, I went on to book 2 bikes and a trailer. The bikes are £30 each for the week and the trailer is £30. The trailer does fit 2 children in it. So I went to book and it said out of stock, so I rung the lady and she said, oh no, it's just because it's the day before you go and you're going to have to do it when you get there. So I said right. Anyway, when we got there, we were actually the next area from the village, from the main village, so we didn't even need the bikes. So thankfully we'd not ordered them, but I nearly paid £90 to get the bikes. So I would say that if I were you, always check your area. It does come in your welcome pack where you are, and then you can go on to Centre Parcs online and check your area and check where you are, whether getting a bike is worth it for you or not. Also, if you can pay for check-in quickly, you won't, I think it's an hour or half an hour early than normal, I would do it, because when you pull into Centre Parcs, the queues are a nightmare. When your kids are desperate to get out of the car and you're just driving up this hill waiting to see an end to this queue of getting checked in. So I would definitely say pay for early check-in if you can. If not, in fact you can actually go in the morning and just like park up and explore the village or go swimming or whatever, and then go back to your lodge when it opens at 3. So it's up to you, but that is an option. Next thing to mention is if you are going in the summer or warmish time, then there is a barbecue outside. Every single lodge that we've been in has had a barbecue outside, so there is a barbecue there. I don't know what you would need to take. We've never actually done it, but just to let people know there is a barbecue there. There is also a log burner there. You can buy logs. I don't think that you can take your own. You've got to buy the log there in the park market. You have to buy the logs, and I think it's 3 in a pack for £10. We only really burnt 1 a night, and it did kick off quite a lot of heat. But I would say order them ready in your lodge when you get there. Same with Christmas tree. If you're going at Christmas, you pay £50 and you get a Christmas tree in your lodge. And when we got there, it was so nice. It was just there waiting for us inside our lodge with a big box of baubles, a new box of light, so you could decorate your tree. So that were really nice. I would say that's a lovely touch, and to definitely do it. I mean, to be honest, you could probably take your tree home if you wanted to take the tree home, but because they say just leave it outside, we didn't take the tree home because obviously there was no room, plus we already had a Christmas tree up by this point. But the trees are lovely. We did take the baubles home and we did take the lights home as well. My mum needs some extra baubles on her tree, we're a bit sparse. So I took them home for her and she absolutely loved that. So I think that is all that I've got to say on Centre Parcs. If you are thinking about going, do it. It's the best thing ever. We have not been abroad for about 2 years now. Last time I went abroad, we went to Disneyland, and I always say to the boys, where would you rather go again this year, Centre Parcs or Disneyland? And it's always Centre Parcs. It is amazing, and once you're there you feel like you're being took somewhere completely different, like you're not on this earth. It is absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. I would recommend going at Christmas. I would recommend going in May. I would definitely book. If you are thinking about it, do it, because it is amazing. One thing I would say is, if you are going to book, I would take the £60 fine and go out of school, because the prices are ridiculous if you go in if you go in out of term time. It's ridiculous. A lodge can go up from £300 to £1,300 for the same lodge, just because it's out of term time. So I would definitely take a £60 fine and just do it. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope it helped, and if it did, please let me know. Also, if you've got any tips or anything that I missed, please write it down below so that I can see for next time we're going, because we have booked again this year. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Bye.